Good day to you, Queens. I wanted to come on here real quickly and share with you some different ideas and how you could sell your Respect the Crown tickets. Okay. So let's talk about the meaning behind Respect the Crown. No Shades of Grey presents the Respect the Crown. No Shades of Grey is Antrecia Cutliff. So shout out to that queen. And Antrecia Cutliff had a vision of bringing together a lot of women that can be dressed up semi-formal, and have a feast and have a wine tasting, followed with a fashion show, and have empowered speakers pour into us as women. And so to hear her passion and why coming from the style and design of working with fashion shows and seeing the different women in the crowns, I can see why she wanted to make that a vision. Now, if you ask Antrecia her own personal vision of Respect the Crown, she will definitely tell it to you and give it to you. But my personal experience is what I'm going to share with you as why I jumped aboard of being about Respect the Crown. Anytime I see a woman, it's one of those things that every woman is beautiful, regardless of how she feels or how she may look. Her outside appearance may not be the best, but her insides is what matters. They always say beauty's only skin deep, right? So that's why I like to greet every woman as beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good beautiful. Good afternoon, beautiful. How are you doing, beautiful? And if you would greet people, I'm not telling you to greet people like that, but I'm just saying, if it's a rule of thumb, if you give a compliment, a woman is going to react with a smile. And sometimes that's what we as queens need on a day-to-day basis, is we need someone to give us a smile, give us a nice compliment. And so Respect the Crown, when you're talking about this event, you want to make it almost as personal as why you're going to respect the crown. And the reason why we're going to respect the crown is, one, we always want our crowns respected. It's always bad hearing another woman down talking another woman and calling her a bee and, she looks like that and how we going to act like that and this, that. And you're constantly knocking down a queen's crown. And so being a part of what No Shades of Grey is presenting, the Respect the Crown, is to simply say to another woman, I see you. Whether you're down, whether you're sad, whether you're going through sorrow, whether you just gone through a divorce, whether you just gone through a battered situation, whether you just lost your job, whether you've lost your kids, whether you losing your mind. We want you to know that you're always going to have your crown respected. We want you to come into a space that is a no judge zone, but free for you to be who you truly are, respectfully. But we want to respect your crown and give you a royal feast, a wine tasting station, some music to kind of help you move and dance a little bit, Come semi-formal and wear your crown and your tiara so we can respect each other's crowns. So when you're talking to another person about your Respect the Crown ticket and how you can get more tickets sold, make it personal. Make it like you're truly a part of something, because you really are. You are a part of a woman's empowerment that is so needed across this world, that if we would just work together as women, we can be the most powerful, dangerous species on this earth. We hold all the cards to our hands. So why not get together, work together, network, cross work with business? I mean, one of our own ambassadors, I've cross-referenced with her in business. So, I understand that we have to meet women where they are and where they are in their lives. So how dare us judge them? How dare us down them? How dare us knock their crown off? You don't know where that queen has been or where she's trying to go. So the best thing for you to do, as they always say, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say nothing at all. But if you have a little conscience in your mind to say, hey, she needs to enjoy life more. If I could just speak some positive life to her, if I could just adjust her crown, and push her on her way, she will be a better person. We want to be an iron sharpens iron, right? So Make sure that when you're talking about the Respect the Crown and how to get these tickets sold, that you add a little personal touch to it. Because really and truthfully, it is something that we all need as queens. Respectfully, we all need it. We need somebody to pour into us. I tell that to people all the time. I took a 10-day, I'm post-COVID, so I took a 10-day setback. I felt that maybe God was trying to get my attention and I wasn't doing it slow enough, so he set me down with COVID. And so it gave me some time to be apart and be separated from everyone. But what I'm saying is it allowed me to appreciate the things that I do have. And all I have to do is just understand, if I could just meet people where they are and not trying to judge them where they're coming from. Who are you to judge? Who are we to act that kind of way? So encourage people to get their tickets to the Respect the Crown. We want them to go to either Oklahoma City or Texas. And you do have the flyers. We have so much tickets that we have stacks that we can give you in your hands. I'll leave them at my dispensary, and every woman that comes in, I talk about the Respect the Crown. Hey, I want to invite you to an event, and not everyone will I get pictures. Let me share this with you. This is not a competition. This is to get the word out about a woman's empowerment event that we want queens to come semi-dressed in their best royal colors, because there are so many royal colors. We want to see them all. And you have a design of how you want to look, and it needs to be queeny, right? So now it's October. You got November, December, January, February, March. We now have 5 months before Oklahoma City kicks off for the 2nd annual and before Texas take off on its 1st annual. Queens, we've got to share this information. Don't be caught up with trying to take a picture. We're doing it to help motivate you. Someone asked, what do I need to do? Just talk about it. It's a woman's empowerment. Who doesn't need empowering? We all need it. And so therefore, I want to make sure that you are taking the necessary steps to encourage a woman. Now, if you're leaving them in different stores, I would probably leave maybe 2 or 3 tickets. I wouldn't leave a whole stack, because the goal is to get people to buy the tickets. Now, let's talk about the tickets. On the tickets, as you see there, it has the QR codes. So they can either scan to the Eventbrite and get detailed information about the Respect the Crown, or they can click on the Cash App and go and pay directly for their tickets. Okay. If they want to know about Texas, then here's the Texas information right here. Okay. And it has its QR code as well. Okay. So that's what I want to make sure you queens understood about Respect the Crown. Now, we are going to have opportunities for vendors. So the prices are on the flyers. And then we have table sponsors. So vendors is a spot where they can bring all their products and sell it. Or they may want to just be a table sponsor and not bring all the products. But just keep in mind, you'll have a table of 8 chairs. And there's going to be someone you may know, and there may be some queens you may not know. But if your information is in front of them, that gives you a spotlight in front of someone that doesn't even know you. Now you're making it a little more personal. That's why I love the table sponsors. And not only as a table sponsor, but as a vendor, you get a 2-minute talk of fame. You get to talk about your business, your product, service. So now you're talking about pouring in. We want to help these queens respect each other's crowns. So I hope this information video was informative for you, enough to give you enough encouragement to say, hey, I'm going to go invite some queens. Let's make this a girls' night. Girl, y'all come on and get your dresses out and let's go have a good time. Let's have some good food. Let's have some wine tasting. We're going to have vendors to shop from. We're going to have a fashion show. We may have some poets there. We'll have speakers that's going to empower us. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? Wouldn't you? That's why we want to make sure that you queens as ambassadors are getting the tickets out about Respect the Crown. Now, as we're getting ready to finish out this weekend from the Boss Up Tour, my focus will be to lock down dates for South Florida as well as Hollywood. So Earlier today, I was speaking with someone that said Hawaii instead of Hollywood. So I'm guessing Hawaii is going to be in the next works as well. So what I'm saying, Queens, is if you are ambassador, you are a part of this for a reason. And this is to help empower queens all across the country. And so as we're continuing to grow Respect the Crown, be expecting us to bring on Respect the Princesses crowns. And that way you will be able to add those little girls that we need to talk to them as well. So we're not going to forget them. So we got a spot for them, but we just got to coordinate that and how that needs to look and be how that needs to be structured. Want to be on the board with that? Let me know. Let Antricia know. So that way we can go ahead and get those things in the works. And who knows, if God willing, we might be able to have the Respect the Little Princesses for Oklahoma City next year. So I hope this video was informative to you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being a part of the Respect the Crown as an ambassador or as a spokesperson or as a hype person or as a supporter or a person coming to get your ticket and get your crown respected. We want to thank you so much for being a part of this, but truly understand that this is a movement that we are wanting to make loud noise across the nation. And I would love for you to be a part of that and to continue to be a part of that. So get out and go sell some tickets, Queens. Have a great evening.